Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie, Dip&ChewGuy, and yes, you saw that right on the thumbnail. This is channel news for the 5th of January 2020, and there is some news. Yes, this is the second news in about a week. I do try to avoid that, but I do try to keep people in the loop, and this is noteworthy by my standards. So, first, right off the bat, there will be a review coming. I don't know when, because it's very questionable as to when it will be here, but there will be a review coming of one of the new Outlaw alternative dips. All right? It is ordered. It is supposedly en route, but if anyone is familiar with the problems plaguing Tough Guy Outlaw shipping-wise over the last couple of years, then you will know that just because it says it's en route doesn't necessarily mean it actually is en route. Why am I doing this? Why have I had a change of heart? First off, although he caught a lot of flack for going hunting, an extended hunting trip right after his product released, and no one could get through to the company about things not showing up, and also complaints about the product itself, Outlaw did, a couple days before Christmas, release a video. I did not watch all of it. I watched a few minutes of it, about as much as I can tolerate of his online persona, and basically what he did was he addressed the issues. He addressed the issues. One, good on him. All right. And two, they actually made changes to the product. So good on him 2 times over. As I said, I am not a fan of him, but another part of this was me thinking, after saying a number of times in the last week or two, I try to put across, an unbiased, review of products. It was sort of bad on my part to be biased against a product I hadn't even tried, basically. That's basically what it came down to. I rethought my stance, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's bias from the gate. So, bad on me on that part. So, between him addressing issues, the company making changes, and me rethinking the flaws of my own stance, the push over the edge was that Black Buffalo review, which is probably in my top 5, definitely in my top 5, might be top 3 worst review that I've ever done. It was god awful, and that just sort of reaffirmed in my mind, like, I can't really be biased against a product I haven't tried. Even if it's really bad, they would have to go above and beyond and way out of their way to make it worse than that Black Buffalo straight. I don't see how it could be worse. So that is coming. The review will be thanks to donations. It will be on the next review upload night, which is this coming Thursday, if it's here. If for some reason it is not here, there will be a Chew review. The Chew is already off to my side. It is already lined up, all right? Hopefully, they've got their shipping issues sorted out, and it'll be here in time. If not, it's a Chew review, all right? Moving on. Upload nights. Upload nights are around midnight on Sundays and Thursdays. Started rethinking that as well, and since I was fairly successful with donations and whatnot, not enough to bring up more than 2 reviews a week, I have decided, completely unstructured, there will be no certain night, that any content that isn't reviews, for beginners, overviews, how-tos, anything like that, anything where isn't costing me or the donors cash, will be uploaded on whatever night of the week. With the exception of this news tonight, there will be a short format dip review after this. I will tease it now. With the exception of this, part of the issue is multiple videos on one night. I had said any extra content would be slipped in behind or before the Sunday or Thursday night review. Multiple videos on my equipment here is not a good thing for my equipment here, basically. So if there's something else and it's not costing me or the donors any money, I don't have a problem myself doing more than 2 videos a week. If it was up to me and I had unlimited resources, I could do this at least every other night like I was doing before. And sometimes in shots, extended shots of every night. I really do not mind doing this at all. It takes a little time and whatnot, but it's fine. It's just so expensive. It's so expensive. So anything where there's a product being reviewed will still be Sunday night and Thursday night around midnight. But any other content that isn't costing money for product will be any time of the week. So really, this is another reason, if you haven't already, you want to hit the bell icon to get notifications of uploads, because I am keeping the other part completely unstructured. It could be any night of the week, literally. Moving on, I am toying with an idea. This is also to bring funding in, about doing a raffle, most likely for a spittoon, most likely a mud jug. All right. How I'm playing around with it. This is not set in stone. How I'm thinking it would work, or how it could work. And if you can find a hole in my thought process here, or punch a hole in it, do let me know in the comment section below. Is a $2 donation to the PayPal. When you donate to the PayPal, you have a little section to leave a message in. So basically, it'd be a $2 plus whatever the PayPal charges. I think it's like 30 cents or something like that. It'd be a $2 donation, and in the message box, you'd write your YouTube name, okay, and mud jug or spittoon or whatever we decide beforehand. All right, so I would see the donation. Number 1, it's $2. Number 2, you've left your name, and number 3, you've put mud jug underneath. I take that name that you've written, your YouTube name, write it on a piece of paper and throw it in the hat. I don't know, bucket, Home Depot bucket. I don't know. But somehow at an end of a certain period, a name would be pulled out of whatever the names are in. And that person would have won a mud jug. It'll probably be a classic solid color mud jug. The reason I say that is because I have not had a good experience with the hydro dipped, with the artwork on it. All right. And I don't want to order something in here and then find out that it's chipped and I can't really send it out to anyone. All right. So it'll probably be a solid color, whatever solid colors they have on hand at the time. I'm playing with the idea. If you find a problem with that idea, let me know in the comments section. The reason it is a mud jug and not actual product is because I have no way to have oversight on whether everyone is of age, and I do not want to get in any trouble. So, moving on. Donations. Did really, really well leading up to Christmas. Actually, better than I thought. Fell on too few of people for too large of amounts, but, beggars can't be choosers, right? Literally. Died a couple days before Christmas, and there's been a couple inline, smaller donations since Christmas, which I sort of expected. Between Christmas and New Year's, I really wasn't expecting to see anything. That said, I do feel the need to explain that donations that are needed at the beginning of February, for February, March, need to start coming in now. Okay? There's two reasons I say that. One, this is not a deal where, like, you donate on a Tuesday and it buys a product on the Wednesday. Okay? It doesn't work that way. All right? You need to get ahead of the game, like, out in front of it before it. All right? The sociology with donating voluntarily, and this also plays in some aspects when it comes to sports and stuff like that, is to sit back and see what everybody else does. I get it. I've probably done it myself in some relation to something. Can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm sure I have. Because that is the natural... if he runs into trouble later, though, I'll hook him up. If I run into trouble later, by the time you know, it'll be too late. Okay, basically. And this is my off season, so this is really important. Like, this has direct effect. Like, donations coming in now for February 3rd or no donations by February 3rd has effect. It has an effect of me coming on February 4th and saying, we're all set for the next month. Or me coming on and saying, I'm coming down 1 day a week. Because there's orders. All this stuff is getting ordered in. So you got to get out ahead of the orders, too. Now, as I said, we are fine right now. And that's why a lot of people are like, well, he said he's good right now. Why would we'll get him when he's in trouble? Now, it doesn't... There's a delay. There's a natural delay of how this works. And really, I need to be... I believe we have 26 days left in this month. I need to sort of be bringing in about $4 a day for the next 25 days. And what that will do is it'll get up to $100. And at that point, I will most likely have to chip in at least another 60 myself. Maybe more. I'm prepared to match it. Let me put it that way. Now, this last time, thanks to a couple of people, I actually caught a break and did not have to match dollar for dollar. I did pay in myself, but it was not dollar to dollar, which was great because it was Christmas and I sort of got tapped out. I have young nephews, 2 of them. So it was a great help and I am greatly appreciative. And I am not trying to twist anybody's arm here, and I hate even really talking about this much. But I just want to let you know that there is a delay in how things work naturally with this. And waiting to the last minute won't necessarily be helpful to me or you. All right? Because as I said, if I'm in trouble, by the time you find out, it's already too late. If I come on here on February 4th and tell you, yeah, we came up short, you running and throwing $10 and my PayPal does nothing because I've already spent the money that was on the card that I use for the orders to pay my rent. It's complicated, and I get it. I'm not going to get into it any further right now. So, Outlaw is happening, all right? Playing around with the idea of a raffle, okay? And donations are needed, all right? And this is coming in a little while. And I think that's about it. Sometime this week, before the next official upload night, there will be a shout-out thank you video for subscribers. I have it almost compiled next to me. I've got it a little bit ahead of this one, and it is not as long. Mind you, it's probably still at least 30 people, but so that will be coming, and I hope you all are well. I do hope you are well. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I had the mud jug on my head, the raffle. I think that's it. I really do. Anyway, do take care of yourselves. I will see you shortly, and God bless.